papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here.
Bonaparte.
Who could it be?
It's Bonaparte. He's the only person with a sword I've actually seen.
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
I'm definitely going to go chat up with Bonaparte. More jelly. It's always good.
Dante's Paradise.
There's a lot of
Raise your head and be
Dante
reassured,
poems here.
for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays. Carmelite water.
Ah, yes, the best.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
I'm Captain Bosch!
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
I don't need the myth of St. Paul.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Trying to open it again.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to
the
the floor.
agility!
So much for discretion.
Crash! Why does he got that look for clues things at the top right that lets me do this?
It's open.
Is this like a whole sequence? Or is it just there to, you know, be there? So that key was over here. Must have smashed it up somewhere. More jelly. Is this a boss fountain?
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
He looks so nice, though. So old, so wise.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Why have a collection of apostle pictures? Someone's just called the symbolism police? What did I just pick up? Sofarista. What the hell is a sofarista? Oh, it's a book.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Reni.
They're all painted by the same person.
The New Testament.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of
There's
Galilee
so much
and was
to
baptized by
read.
John in Jordan.
Is this real? I'm not reading all that.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy
Look here,
Spirit.
child.
who
The
appears
Lord
here in the
speaks through
guise of an
me.
angel.
I don't even need to look at the paper. He speaks into my heart. And that comes straight out of the paper. Are those hot dogs? What the fuck? Those are candles. Okay. Hot dogs and sticks of diamond was
Chest
not
with
the answer.
occult symbol representing air.
Pick both locks. No. Okay, dude, there was a key that fell. But I used my agility to knock, like, stuff, so, like, can I not find it? It's like I smashed the key away.
Amber crystals.
Amber! Amber! Ding, 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 Amber!
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni.
Trust in my
Looks like
faith in
someone
the
touched this
man with the
commode
sword.
recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Maybe she didn't mean Bonaparte. Maybe she did. If so, I'm done with this room, and I need to go talk with my boy. The Bone. I call him the Bone King. Oh, what was that? Core coins that I have no idea what to do with. Trust in the man with the sword. There's no sword there. That's a spear. Is there really a clue here? Oh, here we go.
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord. A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
Okay, let's see.
Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for all have sinned.
Okay, so I either burn through all of those passages and eventually hit the right one.
There is none that understandeth. There is
Or
none that seeketh after God.
I guess I'll use points. Alright, you got me, painting. Let's see what we can learn off you.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Even though I'm literally losing effort points on this simply because I don't want to waste my time.
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith.
There are a lot of Catholic overtones
From what I can
in this
recall,
game.
the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
So it says Acts of the Apostles. I heard Corinthian in there. The account of his conversion can be found in Epistles to Galatians, Philippians, Corinthians, Acts of Apostles. So that's more than anything else is given me. So I know I saw that stuff in here. So, Gospels and Acts of the Gospels, St. John, St. Matthew's, Acts of the Apostles.
And suddenly there came a sound from heaven like a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting.
Crap.
And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were
Theologian, you found your mother's hidden message.
ready,
Oh.
he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E.
E?
We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him.
Volner's the...
Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare.
Yeah.
What does she mean by that? I'm guessing it's a metaphor.
Right.
I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
So don't look suspicious about the murder I'm investigating. The murder I committed. Thank God he made me the investigator. I have no idea who it is. It's the weirdest shit. I could have just called anyone out. Where's my mother? That was an abrupt end. I did not understand my mother's message. Crap! It was literal! I could have found the conversion panel between conversation between them, but I didn't. I refused to indicate a culprit, which is good. Obviously, they didn't do it. And I discovered the message, but I failed on everything else. That level, whoo, that sweet level. Alright, we gotta, bam. Science is becoming more and more. There, I gotta open up more avenues here.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
It said small salon, not small living room, adult. Okay, so this is obviously the start of a new sequence. I was unable to determine who the murderer could be, even though I'm pretty sure it was my mom. But I took the safe route and just said, I don't know.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Yeah, old encyclopedia. Oh! Yes! Oh my god, I need another piece of this encyclopedia. Hold on, we gotta do a circle around this place.
Sir Jacques Perru, Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte,
Nope, can't go in there anymore. Gotta search around this upper hall for more shit. We're going downstairs. It's all free, you just gotta look for it.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh, Godoy. Why don't I remember that name? Yeah, I don't remember that name. Must be him. Ooh, cherub babies. The exact same cherub babies and everything.
Huh, that's me.
I can't even go into my own room.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Oh yeah, the room I've never been able to get in. Still can't get in. Okay, I do have some effort point stuff. I don't have any freebies though. Okay, I guess that encyclopedia was a one-off. Now that I've made a full rotation.
Monsieur Johann van Volne.
Jan van Holland, fucking nation gunde.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis? About last night, I'm guessing.
Sadly,
Wow, that's an odd
no.
smile.
Even if I'd like to have, alas, there are more pressing matters. I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision. I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Yeah, she's keep throwing these manipulations at me. Really easy to exploit her. Wow, it's been so long, I just gotta make sure. Yeah. She's psychology and logic, so not manipulation, but
If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me. Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
I
Better keep that to myself for the time being.
yeah, might want to do that. Cautious.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
There's always yelling in the small
You
salon.
will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated.
Still hot as
Don't
balls here?
forget
No,
where
ain't
you
hot as
are,
balls
please.
here.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our
Oh, we're at
monarchies
the
are in
precipice of that
danger.
event.
I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh dear.
As if...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous! Bastard! He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote! Is that your
That's
democracy?
democracy.
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please.
Right, it ain't
Let us
over,
take a
damn.
step back a moment.
In
Why
the
did they
name
beat
of
what woman?
holiness, he was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
That's right.
Are
Name
you
dropped
related to
this
Sarah
bitch.
de Richet?
Of course.
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective
We all
countries
remember
are allowed
those
to
pagans.
respond appropriately to this
Dastardly
news.
things.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace,
We'll burn past to
here
the
I
ground and
was
start
preparing
over.
to introduce you as is proper,
As we always
and
do.
you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime,
Thank God, it
I
only
shall
took an
leave
episode
you
and a
to
half.
get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
You didn't even point at it. What door? I'm dyslexic. What door? The world's greatest detective is dyslexic. Mr. Godoy.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too.
Ah,
Of
yes,
course.
the occult man.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned.
I'm just gonna blow these now.
I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really.
Diversion.
We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Wait, psychology. Sorry, I always check this. Wait, I just learned that he hates... Crap. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Oh, him. Shit. Okay, he's immune to occultism and diversion. This thing doesn't... Okay, so I'll just use this.
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course. Nothing of great importance in itself.
Do you know what we were
During one of
what
our
agreement
discussions,
was?
she spoke of
just
an old
refresh my memory.
book,
Yeah, I know.
which might have been of interest to me, and she had agreed to let me have it.
A book about what?
Yeah, book about what?
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
You want to see my mother's belongings?
The least one can say is that he doesn't beat around the bush. Sarah never travels without a few books. What does the one you're looking for look like exactly?
It resembles a grimoire. It's divided into 7 parts. Each
Now,
one
I could give him this
individually
book
locked.
for some
It was made in
sweet,
such a way
sweet
that if someone tried to
amber.
tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. It's a unique copy. There's only one.
The mere mention of it makes his face light up.
Ooh, he's all excited.
Well, I'll take a closer look, but I can't promise you anything. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute.
Come back here, book.
Surprised
I want to
learn
eat
that
you.
your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Yeah, it's the guy that cut my fucking face.
I've never heard of him. I'm sorry. I haven't been much help to you.
Well, too bad.
Yeah,
I hope
buddy.
I've been able to satisfy your curiosity,
Master
Mr. Von
liar.
Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And
Well, I
now,
didn't even open my
what
mouth
if you
for
told
that
me who
last
you
one?
really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, Von Volner. You're the one who Von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone
So he doesn't
poking
even
around
want it?
in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh no.
Lord Mortimer.
Oh, you are way off the mark. There's nothing more for us to say.
Damn it.
Goodbye.
Damn it! I got nothing! Should have said home. Well, hello, fun individual.
Monsieur
Oh,
Bonaparte,
oh!
may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well.
Ah, yes, that's all
I
he
doubt
knows.
that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has.
That's why I
you
thought it
ought
might have
to
been
check
Mortimer
in
on
the
that last
library
book,
of
but
the
damn.
tower. You never know.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why's that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Wait, is he with, yeah, diversions. Oh.
Meaning...
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
Wow.
So you don't have a very positive opinion.
This guy gets
His
his
coveting
ass sucked
French
off.
Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view. Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Ah, puta. Whatever that means. My Frenchman is not very good. Of course, I can't go through this door. See if there's anything else to snag around here. Maybe some sweet amber. Man, I wish I had bullshit money like this.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Yeah.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Time to go to the store.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Yes, have you got any Oh. I already talked to him about all this bullshit. Is there anything special about sitting here yet? Nope, doesn't look like it. Not gonna waste time just staring at it. There's a lot to this place to explore. Find out more clues about your mother's note. I can go anywhere. They're always here.
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry, Louis, but I am
Wow,
unable
he really
to help
scanned
you.
his databanks on that one. Hold on, let me think about it. Nope,
Mr.
don't got
President,
nothing.
what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come.
He says
It's
after
always
saying I'm
in your
surprised he
best
even showed
interest.
up.
I wouldn't say that personally, but... Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis.
We shape the
Let's
world.
say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving.
So Mortimer's really
But you'll
shaping
see.
the world, and everyone else
Everything
is
will
like, you know,
turn
that
out
sounds like a
fine.
good idea.
Don't worry.
Well, thank you for your time.
Now
mention
materialize
it,
back
my young
into your
friend.
chair like the specter you are. Oh!
Regarding your question on the nightmare,
You started speaking in tongues.
don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
To the food man world. Oh.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes.
Discourse on the Method. Is that just a standalone? Yep.
This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Oh yes, that's right. This is the butterfly room. Where we keep butterflies. And when it rains, it totally
Louis,
doesn't whip in here
just
and ruin
a man.
all of our shit.
Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think
You were
that the
contemplating
order
this
would
while
have
staring at a
intervened.
pig's head?
Your Eminence, I haven't been following the case. I'm sure that the Order did everything in its power. Unfortunately, you know the situation in Paris, and, well, it's chaotic at best. Anything can happen in those revolutionary tribunals.
The king is the official representative of God on earth, my son.
Your Eminence, France has become a secular state. The king was just another citizen to them. He refused to admit his errors, looked down upon them, and attempted to escape. What did he expect?
God had nothing to do with
France
it.
has lost all reason, Louis.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Louis, I'm counting on you. If you don't find Sarah before my departure, I must ask you to give me back the letter I gave you.
Well, don't worry about that,
Wow,
Your
he's still
Eminence.
on about this letter.
No, you wanted to
Good
speak.
thing I was able to open it without fucking it up.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't actually have anything about manipulation. Just gotta make sure. Where the fuck is he? I actually don't know shit about him.
Think of a place and tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say the nightmare.
Let me think. I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk. You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited.
Really?
It is titled The Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her. And in the background, a horse.
You know, when you break it down to its base elements like that, the picture sounds like a heaping pile of crap.
You never know.
It's quite controversial. It's a woman with a demon sitting on top of it, and then the background's a horse. Yes, very controversial.
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character.
Doggo!
At every level.
Armored Doggo.
But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence.
Yeah, I
shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
Anything interesting around here for me to exploit? Ah, yes, the precipice again. Maybe I could go back down and check out those docks. Maybe there's actually something going on there. Back into the art room. Oh yeah, the book depository, yes.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Yeah, why don't you just read it now, eh? What? Oh, bookie.
2 pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Yes! The encyclopedia is complete. I'm going to shit points. So we got this. That one's on sale. We came in here. We did the whole puzzle. This opened up. We got out of there without showing how we left the room. I'm assuming we can't go back in. I can't go through here yet. Oh, I can. Whoa, what's over here?
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
And the locksmith's art, which is good for thieves like me.
Golden elixir.
Golden elixir, no one cares about. What was that, a coin? Yep, collect your coin. Can't go out there yet. So there's a maze out there. Oh god, this game has a maze. Can't do that. Some sweet, sweet jelly. Not as good as sweet, sweet amber, but I'll take it. And then these stairs, I'm assuming, are going to take me back into the guest room areas. Yep, this is a staircase I was unfamiliar with. So we know that the painting we're looking for is in Mortimer's room. So we'll probably just run straight there. I can't imagine any other reason. I mean, there's other guests to talk to. But I'll just go straight for the progression, I suppose.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Well, this book that he was
Book
perusing.
of the Mortimer family. The book
Is
of
that
the
it?
Mortimer family.
That's all I got. Okay, well, that's definitely a piece I'm going to have to come back to. That fire is off center, and it upsets me. Yep, so there's the bird, which I'm probably also going to... Oh.
A mina bird.
Hello, birdie.
Well, Waldo, is your master good? Sarah Deriche? Waldo, you know Sarah?
Alright, well, I'll find something. What's this? Dates? What the hell are
Let's
those?
take a closer look.
Yeah, that's... What are these? They're chocolate. I'm not wasting a point on chocolate. Just give it to
Dark
me.
chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Well, chances are the bird's not going to eat those. Accounts for the year 1792. Food, candles. Just, wow. Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. How much did you... 280,000 pounds in master paintings? What the hell? How much you spend on wood? You said wood consumption is too much? Jeez. I'm writing with regards to dates of the paintings I sent you for your temporary exposition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemason calendar in use at the time. As you may have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the datings of the works. No need to remind you that it starts in March, not January, blah, blah. I cannot urge you to do the same with blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
No, what have we got here?
Yes.
Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Foreshadowing. You're gonna have to unlock it. Book. Wow, I'm just gonna grab this book.
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
Read it! Read the Crusades! Wow, that's a very interesting painting. Well, let me try and feed this bird some stupid chocolate. Oh, wait. Yay! The red berries! A bird will totally eat red berries.
Might come in handy.
Which is what the game wants me to think, so I'm totally gonna screw this up.
A mina bird.
Hello, mina bird. Here's your berries. Okay. Here's your chocolate. I killed the bird.
It looks like I've killed him.
I didn't know he ate it.
I better not hang around.
When I gave him the berries, I didn't know he ate it. He just stood there. I assumed he would have flew down or something and picked it. Damn it! I killed the bird!